How did you end up here?
We came from Marrakesh. We left in search of a better life. To pay our way, we signed a contract. 7 years in service to a bad man. The drunkard Bennett Law, who, when drunk, was mean. Liquor turns men and women evil. I know it. I saw it. Now, under the sway of a bad woman, my husband treads the same path. His sorrow has called me back. I remember the pain. I feel the pain so much. They must stop. I'll make them stop.
You're dead a long time. Where were you when you were gone?
I don't know. I was drifting. Away from the pain. Away from the terror of my death. The pain never left my thoughts, but I could feel it no more. And that was good. Now the pain is back. Now I am back. Now I feel Ishmael suffer too. It must stop. It all must stop. And I shall make it stop.
You're dead a long time, Bess. What brought you back now?
My husband. His drunkenness roused my pain and brought me back to him. I was nowhere and nothing. And then, all of a sudden, the world appeared with me in it, and I saw Ishmael, desperate on the floor.
Did his despair call you back? Is that why you stay?
Maybe. I don't know. I heard Ishmael speak, and in his words there was pain. He spoke his name, the name of my killer. They brought me back. Ishmael and his pain. That woman and her poison. They must stop.
They suffer. They didn't mean to bring you back.
Their intentions matter not. Her madness is becoming his. I am trapped in their pain. I am trapped in their pain because of her sway over my husband, and I want it all to stop.
We'll take our leave. Expect to be invited to manifest again sometime soon. Don't resist the call. Ishmael and Phoebe will be there.
Who?
Your husband and his friend. Between us, we'll put an end to all of this.
Be quick. I can barely hear my Ishmael now, above the rising, growing pain.
Well, we finally unraveled this sad case.
Aye. Sadness over pain, over outrage, over guilt. A sick dance, isn't it? Ishmael and Phoebe remind me of where I stood for a time.
I remember.
Piss off! I was ruined. The things I'd done. What? The ghosts of those who died haunted me. I had to choose. Drink myself to death or get rid of my ghosts.
You chose well.
I got lucky. I found you. You saved me and Thea from my ghosts. You saved me from myself.
Watch out! Spectre possession!
bastard!
Come. Nobody cares enough for you to be ashamed. Mr. McGrath, welcome back. Ishmael's not feeling well. Best leave him be.
More trouble?
He had another episode. Same as before. He's fine now. I gave him a drink, and this time, he took it.
Ishmael has history with liquor. Should you be offering him drink?
I'm the town drunk. What else am I supposed to do? Anyway, he's got a dry stick up his arse. It'll do him good to wet it.
'Tis liquor. I suspect you may be overestimating its medicinal qualities.
By dint of extensive experience, I am better placed to estimate the power of liquor than anyone. Besides, he always turns it down. Shame, really. Nothing like a sip or two to soothe a troubled soul.
Ishmael Law is haunted by the ghost of his wife. But even without her, this whole situation is a mess.
Time we all had a wee chat.
You too, Bess. Come on. It's time to show yourself.
Phoebe Walcott, this is Bess Law. Bess, you already know Phoebe.
Bess? My love? How? I thought I was dreaming. You were really here?
I was. I am now. And not for long. Please.
Oh, you're Bess. The best. His best. Ishmael is fine, don't worry. Or, well, he will be soon.
Ishmael has been drinking as much as you do. Liquor won't solve the problem here.
Of course it won't. But we'll have some fun while we wait to not solve anything.
You make him suffer, woman. And I cannot stand the pain.
Talk not to me about pain, lady. You know nothing of my pain.
Shut your mouth, Phoebe.
You shoot yours if you can take the bottle from it.
Stop rattling each other's cages. It's time to bring this to a close. Phoebe Walcott, you used liquor to dull the pain of a tragic past. You can't have foreseen that it would cause a haunting. But it did. And I must end it.
I swear I never wanted to hurt anybody but myself.
I know.
To hell with it all and do it. If you're not going to give me one for the road, just get it over with.
be there soon.
Oh no. Phoebe. My dear Phoebe. There really was no other way.
This way, Bess gets what she needs.
What have you done? She's dead. Oh no. Please, no.
Kiss for you. It's angry now.
We're not alone.
Who there? Can I help you?
Doesn't she remind you of Goody Perkins?
Aye, the old lady. She seemed fine.
We should look in on her.
I have another in sight.
This wasn't here before, was it? The ship's captain was married to Goody Perkins.
That must be why her ghost lingers here. They must have had a house. Can't be far, if it still stands.
We need to find the key to open this. What the? The ship has changed.
Changed how?
That boat reminds me of Old Bareen. I went there once. Sat on the quay with my mum and my sister was eating cod and watching the boats.
My father took me fishing. I too would watch the great ships come and go. I'd get restless. He'd give me the squid he'd grilled for his hand lines. I miss him.
The house by the sea. Hepzibah's house.
A lonely place for an old woman alone.
No, it's not here. Where did I put that stupid key?
Good day.
What? Oh. Who are you? I don't know you, do I?
Didn't we meet her ghost?
Good day, ma'am. Red McCraith. We spoke, of late. I'm the Banisher.
Why, yes, I do remember. You're the kind young man, the doctor. Or was it the rat catcher? What can I do for you?
Noticed anything strange lately?
Nothing stranger than usual.
How about lurkers? Shadowy figures, perhaps, seen from the corner of your eye. The feeling that someone was watching you.
No. Why?
Well, here's the thing. I believe you may be haunted by a ghost.
A ghost? Don't be silly. I have rats, maybe. I'm sure I've heard them scrabbling. But they're just rats.
Change the subject. See if it helps.
Did I hear you were looking for a lost key? Would you like me to help you look?
Why, thank you, young man. That would be just fine.
Have you any family, Goody Perkins? A sister, perhaps?
I don't have any relatives left.
Did you have a twin sister?
My memory, sir, is lately like empty pages in the book. But I would surely remember a sister.
A memory is failing.
There's something you should know. In the wrecked hull of a sea vessel, I found your husband's log.
Husband? The very idea. I've known no husband. I'm sorry. The log cannot be right. It must belong to someone else. It must. Right? Yes, it must. I've known no husband, and I'll not hear otherwise.
Not so sure about that.
I'll bid you good day, ma'am.
You take care now, Richard.
Her memory seems muddled.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the price of getting old? Well, let's find out.
What is lurking here?
Time to work, Banishers. Dust. Undisturbed.
She mustn't come up here anymore. I'll use a sextant, but I'd prefer a well-drawn map.
It's really not that complicated.
Map. Every time.
Nothing interesting here.
I want this for my mantle.
Our mantle? I'd like that. The boat, not so much.
Picking up something spectral nearby.
I feel an echo. Not here.
Something's concealed. Whale. I saw another like it on the ship.
We should check out the echo before we give her back the key.
An echo whispering to me.
Is all well? I heard a noise.
Worry not, madam. Not about the furniture, leastways.
That witch put a curse upon my poor husband's boat. He lies dead in the briny deep, and she walks free. I'll not bear it, and nor should you!
Your distress moves me, Mrs. Perkins. I'm very sorry for your loss. And I swear upon my honour as a servant of God, I shall not turn from the truth. You may trust me to deal with Deborah in the appropriate way. Attending that, please put the sickle down, for I fear you'll do one of us an injury.
Goody Perkins was very angry.
And she hated Deborah. Give her back the key and let's get out of here.
Goody Perkins, here's the key.
Key? What key?
The key you were looking for. That key. The key.
I don't know anything about a key. I don't want it. You keep it.
You had a husband. Have you forgotten?
Stop saying that. I've never married.
When he died, you blamed Deborah. One of the widows from your husband's crew wrote to you. What happened?
I know no Deborah. I have no husband. I know no Deborah, and you, sir, are bothering me. Please leave.
We'll get no more from Goody Perkins. Maybe someone at the Harrows will know something.
Look, there. I do believe that's our ghost.
She's leading us somewhere. Let's follow her track.
I don't like ghosts that run away.
Come on then, keep up.
Ugh. I admit I'm surprised. Sweet old harmless Goody Perkins was an absolute hellion.
People change over time. But since her husband died at sea, why blame Deborah for it?
Perhaps she believed Deborah a witch and genuinely feared her.
Let's ask her ghost.
Back here again.
Maybe we missed something the first time.
Piss off! More fun! You like suspect?
This could be a good spot to cross.
How does an old ship magically become newer? You could kill a fair few whales with one of these.
You're not the type. The spot has to be close. This could be a good spot to cross.
Gone again.
Wait, she led us here. She must have had a reason. Shreds of a memory linger here.
Through a single point passes an infinity of paths.
Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness. For I have done this evil in thy sight. Hang me up before the Lord against the sun. That is, fierce anger be turned away. Deliver me from my blood guilt. Purge me, and I shall be clean.
Tell me you understand what is going on.
I would, but I don't. She killed herself out of guilt. But guilt about what? There she is.
I pray she stays there. No more running.
The spot can't be far. What strangeness is this? Can you really be Goody Perkins?
I can be Hepzibah Perkins, and I am. I know Mr. McWraith, but I don't know you.
I'm Antea Duarte.
I need your help. I do not wish to ask for it, but I must. I have prayed for help, but God has not sent his answer, because I do not deserve an answer. Unless the answer is you. Then God mocks me. But at least he answers.
Why are you here? What draws you to this ship?
It all began and ended here. I have been punished for my sins. But God has given me the chance to right my wrongs. I must take it. I must warn me, her, of the danger. The gates of heaven are closed to me, and the Lord is deaf to my complaint. I've committed the greatest of all sins. I denied the life he gave me. Damnation eternal awaits us both. I must save her from herself.
This is... How can you be alive and dead at the same time?
This is the Lord's punishment. This is his will. I remember the bone-chilling cold as I wandered in the endless darkness. Then, suddenly, his warm and dazzling light enveloped me and brought me back. Here, to where I'd lost my life. This is my penance. Damned to watch, helpless, as I sin against him. Again, and again, and again. But then, I thought perhaps not. Perhaps this is my chance for redemption. For absolution. For salvation.
Life can take you to the darkest places. I know this. I know how tempting a permanent solution to a temporary problem can seem. Yet some consider it the worst of sins. What brought you to it?
God knows. And I would prefer to keep it between he and I.
If you want us to help, we'll need to know.
I just need you to get away from her. Every time you ask her the question, it's one more chance for her to remember.
Your living self seems to have lost her memory. Any idea how?
She has lost her memory because she is haunted. Perhaps this is why God has sent me.
You remember, and she forgets. What happens if it starts to come back to her?
Then she will remember, and I will forget.
This is genuinely fascinating.
If she remembers, I have failed. I am the keeper of her memories, her pain, her faults and her guilt. I protect her from the past to safeguard her future.
You don't protect her, though. You're killing her.
Then she dies without adding to her sins, and I am no longer needed.
We must go now.
Please, save her.
What now?
We go back to the old lady's house and check in on her.
This case is beyond me. What about you?
Charles once told me about a time-traveling ghost. I didn't believe him. Kronos, god of time. This has something to do with the ship.
Well, obviously. Exactly what I was thinking.
The nightmare likes to play with time. No more nights and winter never ending. This may be some sophisticated punishment for Hepzibah. I don't think she's home.
Goody Perkins!
Look, the rock. There's an echo here.
Come on! Won't someone do something? All right, I'll start then. Cowards, you all! We welcomed you, and this is how you reward us. Confess now, woman. Confess the names of your accomplice witches, or be sent back to the rotten hell you worship.
Damn it.
Wish we hadn't seen that.
But we have seen it. Now we know. How bad is it?
She remembers, and soon shall I die.
You took part in the torture and murder of Deborah Comenius. You killed her.
I could not bear the grief of my husband's loss. It turned to anger. I sought a culprit. My rage was blind. I knew Deborah guilty, because I needed her to be guilty. I was not alone in it. I share the blame. But the guilt is all my own.
This mistake, how do we stop you, her, from making it?
Talk to her. She remembers. The curse will be repeated. Her memory returns and she remembers the stone. She remembers the day she killed. The day she killed Deborah. The memory of that sin, of her blood guilt, will drive her to another sin yet worse. I must be stopped.
We must go now.
Please, don't let her do it. Save me from the sin I'll soon commit.
Wards, you're on your own. The Ward's power is gone. Wards, think you can fend for yourself? I don't think so.
Once you've revealed the routes, I'll destroy them.
I'm with you once more.
Still impressive. Teamwork. Mrs. Perkins, are you all right?
I have a weight upon me. The stone. The stone. May God forgive me. What have I done? I remember now. I remember everything.
Aye, and I can tell you're upset. It's a lot to take in. Unfortunately, there's more. There's a lot more. The ghost that haunts you is you. It's hoping to stop you doing something that you'll regret.
My ghost! Is this why sadness hangs heavy on my poor heart? Is this how I feel my guilt?
Life is a gift to be cherished. Sadness fades, joy returns. You can't throw it away.
I know. But what if that's what I deserve? You're a good soul, sir, and a man of action. Help me. Spare me my misery. I beg you, end it. End it now.
The woman knows what she wants. Be a good neighbor and give it to her.
This is your fate. It's your decision. Mrs. Perkins, it's time.
You heard. Show yourself.
Hepzibah Perkins, as you live and breathe, I know your past, and your future too. I've heard your request.
I see no other way.
There is always another way. But if this will prevent your damnation, I'm happy to serve.
Thank you. You seem a nice young man. I know how much this cost you. Sail towards my head. And oh, and God bless you, Red McRae. You heard my complaint. Thank you.
That was something.
It won't be the last weird case you have. Trust me.
Try this on for size.
That corpse is gonna shoot. Still a roaming, are we?
Aye, and still asking questions. It's time I asked you about Deborah Comenius.
If you tread carefully, I may even answer.
Did your sister take part in Deborah's execution?
If she had, would I have followed her? No. My sister was selfish as all hell, but she was no bigot. She removed me from the horror. Then she made me swear to bite my tongue and never speak of it. Thickskin never believed Deborah a witch. She told me to love who I loved, but counselled caution.
Twisted, but pragmatic. Thickskin always protected her sister.
Caution, indeed. I did nothing. As my love stood up to her persecutors, I did nothing. When I could bear it no longer, I hid my tears and looked away.
I too saw my beloved die for my failings.
Then you know. To speak of it is near unbearable.
Why was Deborah's ghost so eager to see you punished?
Because I let her die without a word. Because I refused to share her fate. Because I failed her.
I'm sorry to ask it, but I must know. Did you have a hand in her arrest?
No. Captain Pennington was the first to accuse Deborah of witchcraft.
Why would he do that? Had he proof?
There was no proof because it was a lie. Thickskin believed it was personal to him.
How so?
She knew him a little. They'd hunt together. She said his anger at Deborah came from an older wound.
How are you?
As well as I could hope. I've addressed what could be addressed. Soon we'll put these crooked woods behind us.
Where will yous go?
Far, far away, and once we get there, we'll go a little further just to be sure. My sister was right. This place is cursed.
The region is not cursed. The people are cursed, and they brought it on themselves.
So, fair to say that all is well.
We're not out of the woods yet. You'll excuse the pun.
I'm trying to track someone down, and I was hoping you could help me.
I'm busy. Find them yourself.
I'm not asking you to do anything. I just need information. I may have some to share in return. So, I found your name in an old letter. It was addressed to someone by the name of Grace. It was written by Deborah Comenius.
You just can't leave a scab unpicked, can you? Especially if it's not your own.
Deborah wrote of a cabin in the woods. Could this Grace person have found it?
I don't know. It was all a very long time ago. I had forgotten her.
Did Grace ask you for help?
No. Grace Pennington vanished. No one ever saw her again.
Grace Pennington? As in Captain Saul Pennington?
Pennington had a daughter, and you knew her.
I knew her, but not well. Deborah had her in the school and spoke of her from time to time. Shy as a porcupine and twice as prickly, as I recall.
Deborah wrote the letter in February 1688. When did Grace disappear?
Months later, Pennington accused Deborah of being a witch. In my recollection, that moment overshadows all others.
Could Grace have survived alone out here in the woods?
Possibly. But could she remain unseen? No. All thought she'd left New Eden. Gone west, perhaps into the wilds.
Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
It sounds less a name than a calling, but neither mean anything to me. We done.
One more question. Did the school teacher keep a cabin in the woods?
Deborah spent much time walking the woods, trying to understand New Eden, she said. Now that you mention it, I remember a snowstorm. She spent 3 days in a hut not far from here. Southeast, across the drawbridge, along the path towards the mine. If it's still there.
Let's trade, shall we? Thank you for your time. Farewell, Kate Newsmith.
A goodbye to you too, Red McWraith. And whatever it is you seek, may you find it.
Just our luck that when we need Seeker the most, she disappears.
I still don't understand why the ritual failed.
Let's just find the hut.
Things look better here. Helen is working out.
Banishers?
Good day. You look well, Mrs. Priest.
We struggle on. But yes, I feel better.
How are you doing, Helen?
My days are quiet. Some are better than others. At times, I am grateful for the memories. At others, they feel like fingers clamped upon my throat. I'm still learning to live around my grief.
We're very sorry for your loss.
As am I.
By any chance, might you have anything useful in your inventory to sell?
Have a look and decide for yourself.
What can you tell me about a young woman by the name of Grace?
It seems you already know some of the story. It was a long time ago, but I'll do my best to fill in the gaps.
What happened to her?
As I heard it told, one day Grace just wasn't there anymore.
How was their relationship?
I believe it was stormy, as you'd expect between a commander and his disobedient daughter. I do think he loved her, but as far as anyone ever saw, he never shed a single tear for her.
Later, after he exiled her, did the captain try to find his daughter?
Not to my knowledge. He did not set off in search of her, nor did he send men. At the time, I thought it strange. Still do. I'll never understand how a man could reject his only daughter. And that, my inquisitive Banisher friends, is all I know about the matter.
Take care of yourself, Helen.
I will. No one else seems to want to.
Good day to you.
McCraith, the Banisher. You're back.
I found you some nails.
Good. I would say thank you kindly, but I don't want to, so I won't. Actually, I will say one last thing. You claim to blame people, without question or thought to whose life you're taking. But that, sir, is no way to honour the living. We deserve better. She deserved better. I hope your conscience eats you up at night.
I'll take my leave.
Good.
Sit down.
Symbols. The hut may be near. I sense magic. Could Seeker be here?
Faded with age. Ought to know what it was for. Do you mind doing the seeing thing while I'm blinded by this pea super? Won't you?
can't be a coincidence. Could Grace be Seeker? Dusty. Seeker hasn't been here for a long time.
Anyone home? Deborah knew about this place.
Focus on the matter at hand, Red.
I am. Fine wardrobe for a youngster.
They're rags.
And they won't help us find her. Aye. Quite the fall from grace.
That's not funny, and neither is this.
Aye, fair enough.
More demonology. Unusual for a witch. These two schools of magic don't usually see eye to eye. Perhaps Lammy could help us with the spell. Seeker drew this. Now we know. She's in the mountains. There's a ritual of dissimulation, and we need the catalyst. Same circle as the one on the entrance. The circle powers the door, but I don't know the symbol. I don't know it, but I think Lammy might. We did well to come here. Now we know where she's hiding. Soon we'll be able to use the pond. All we need is the key to the dissimulation spell, and Lammy Haskell will help us with that.
Sure.
Whatever it is, out with it.
Now what says worth listening to?
Only when it doesn't slow us down.
You're in an awful hurry. We need to get this right. We cannot afford to fail.
We won't fail if you stop dragging your feet. No governor, no meeting house. And it seems, no faith.
Red! Antea! You have timed your arrival to perfection. My speech is almost done, and by almost done, I mean 'tis almost written. I need an ending, a high note on which to finish. I was thinking of talking about you. Would you permit it?
People don't always trust Banishers. You can speak of patience, of acceptance, of humility before the Lord.
This comes to you so easily. Were you always so eloquent?
Well, I've led men to war, and fearful men need words of courage.
Well put. I shall take it as inspiration as I return to my writing. With the added spice of your profound wisdom, I have faith that this speech will bring much succour to the company. Oh, what remains of it?
We found a page ripped from a book. Here, do you recognise it?
Let me see. Is this from the Trismegistus riddles? Yes, it seems to be. Why would you bring me one mildewed page from an amusing but harmless little book?
Why would you fail to disclose that you'd given another ritual to another friend?
It was a long time ago. I said after Caleb I'd distribute no more rituals, and that's what I've done. Not done.
We know. But we're looking for Grace Pennington now, and we were hoping you'd help us find her.
Who?
Really, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mistress Antea. You said Grace's name, and it is my reflex to protect her.
Ever heard of someone named Seeker?
Seeker? No. Sounds like a title, like my True Pursuer. This Seeker... Is she Grace? Is she alive? Do you know where she is?
We think she's Grace. We hope she's still alive. We're trying to find her.
We think she's hidden herself away behind your dissimulation spell.
Then you'll need to unravel it. Shouldn't be too difficult once you're armed with the salient facts.
When was the last time you saw Grace Pennington?
It had to be a few days after I brought her the cloaking ritual. When I returned to visit, the hut had disappeared. Which makes sense now that I think of it.
That's it? You never again tried to find your best friend, your only friend.
Well, you see, some weeks later, the first whispers of witchcraft started to fly about town. I kept my head down, and Grace was better off out of it. I was right. And I'm glad she escaped. Strange to think of her again after so long.
How does the ritual work?
It creates illusions so effective that they deceive even the keenest eye. There are more effective cloaking spells, but the Trismegistus riddles do have a simple elegance.
The short version, please, ending with how we break it.
Yes, of course. To achieve that, all you need is the caster's full name and the symbol used to make fast the illusion.
Grace Pennington and a triangle pointing downwards.
Well then, now all you need is a simple counterspell from the same book and... Oh my.
What now?
I'm afraid I left my copy in the Araloo. In the void.
That's just great. Just great.
Yes, but in my defence, once you've retrieved the book, dispelling Grace's illusion will be like a walk in the park. Comparatively speaking.
Thank you for your help.
Could you tell Grace that I'm still her friend. I'd be glad to see her again.
Once we found her, we'll be glad to tell her. Go on then. Talk to me. Don't hold back.
You act as though all is well, as though I had not died. I'm dead, and I'm not all right. I'm not all right at all, but you pretend not to see it. That makes me angry, and it makes me sad.
I never wanted that.
I know, but it still felt that way.
Try this on for size.
Get back up!
You shouldn't stay in there.
More fun.
Spectres are converging to a spot nearby. It's like they're answering some call.
You're done. Reinforcements!
Sail towards my end. Land ho, and God bless you, Red McRae.
Let's hope Hepzibah's tie has appeased Richard's wrath.
I can't hear the spectral whistle anymore. Looks like we prevented a scourge.